Doesn't matter. We are live. Welcome. My viewer count says 0, which I hope is a lie. But it is Sunday, and this is the 17th episode of the Stitch and Bee. I cannot believe it. We showed up for 17 Sundays already. And as always, what? I know it says for tomorrow, but is the showing live now? Oh. Okay, hold on. Oh, we can be fancy here. We are back from our technical issues because I had the stream scheduled for tomorrow, but we are here today for episode 17. And as always, let us begin in the usual and customary fashion. Hello, big boy. Let's see if we can get Freya Furfus to eat out of my hand today. Freya Furfus, here's your snacks. The official snacking of the cat.
Nothing but snapshots.
It's nothing but snapshots.
You're not. You're like it's.
Did I not put it on video? YouTube is working. Okay. Yes, no, maybe so. Let me see if I've got anything in the chat to help me figure out what's going on. Okay, there's still showing tech issues. Okay. Okay, I'm off tech issues. We're here. Oh, I've got my one viewer. Okay, so far so Freya Proofers. Excuse me. All right, well, this hopefully things work themselves out in the tech realm. We are pretending to be professionals here. Had my hair in a set for 2 days now, getting ready for this show because I was so excited. And the plan for the day, if things start to go more smoothly, is I'm going to do some stitching like we usually do and talk about how cordial LawTube is. Why is it being all janky? Are you running off the internet? Trying to make sure that my one viewer can enjoy this stream. I'm pretty sure things are going, but this is why we'll have to go back and watch things later. Oh, Freya Furfus, you are so adorbs. But let us do a quick recap of what we finished off this week. And to begin with, we have this Bare Necessities brassiere. I decided to forego formal straps, and I did everything with elastic. So I can, my stream, I don't know what's going on. It says I'm live. Let me see if I can check in on the back end over here. YouTube says I'm live now. Can I don't know what's going on this morning. I had such a great show planned for today. Don't cause me issues, InfoLabs. Well, we're just gonna plug ahead and pretend that everything's okay, and then hopefully the replay crew enjoys a better show than my lost viewer on the live stream. Okay, so that is did. I stitched in a snap on this version of the Time bodysuit from Mood. Oh, and I've got threads everywhere. We'll just read real quick. Take care of a couple of those things. I'm so worried about these tech issues. I'm afraid to get excited about this great stream I had for today. Oh, my viewer's back. Okay, splendid. And here we have, oh, we're upside down, a denim back closing version of the apricot ensemble top. This probably needs to be just tucked in a little bit because it's a hair big, but we're gonna call it good for now. It's so cute. And after last week's debacle, I don't know, video is still choppy. I see that from you. I don't know what or how to fix that. So I'm gonna pretend that everything's going because I don't know how to fix that right now, midstream. But after last week's panic-inducing session, I finally pinned everything on, and now we just need to stitch it all in place. But that is not what I'm going to work on this morning because I wanted, if we might get there, but I have a couple of, where did you fall off from? I have a couple of things to hook and eyes. I was gonna finish do a couple of like quick little things this morning. If I can find, wow, I thought I was so excited. I set up my light. I got everything ready. The cats are all excited. I thought I'm going to be so much more professional today, and it is just falling apart at the seams. But on YouTube it says tomorrow. It says today. I have no idea. Right, maybe it's a problem with my streaming software, which I really have been enjoying using Wave.video. Affiliate link in the bottom, hashtag not sponsored, and I'm still using the free version. So if you'd like this, click my affiliate link, and then maybe we'll upgrade to one of the paid versions. Excuse me. Because I have one thing, and I don't know whether it's a me thing, whether it's a not paying thing, or what's going on, but I worked on setting up a custom intro template using their free template maker such. And I see in my brand, it's saved in my brand section, but I can't find it in when I'm live streaming, which is a little bit disappointing to be if I can use their free things to make stuff and then not be able to move it over for my live cast. So I have to play around with that or get in touch with somebody from Wave. Loki is, yeah, I don't know what's going on today. I see you there. Maybe I will just complain for a while and save my LawTube for next week. I don't know. But as much as I said I wasn't going to start any new projects, this is not technically starting because all I did was print, tape, and cut the Roselle romper from Mood. It's just too cute, and I want it. So that's in the future makes. And then Nicole Rudolph this morning, that, what was it, dressing gown, pirate costume gown. I am going to have to make that because I have a copious amount of beautiful silk brocade in my collection, and I want one myself. Am I going to do it in pink because I have the most of that, even though I don't love it the most? Yes, probably. But yeah, that is going to happen. Do I want. Oh, these cute little shorts. These are the Darmera bikini bottoms, and it looks like I am trying to bust a seam, one of my French seams. So maybe we can just real quickly fix this shenanigans. Because I really like these cute sparkly red shorts. So, LawTube, they are so nice. Okay, should we start back at the beginning of the story? I somehow fell down the LawTube rabbit hole with Emily D. Baker's coverage of the Britney Spears conservatorship. I think is how that started. I don't even know last year, but that I don't know. Somehow it I don't know how it happened, but it did. I got hooked. And I really enjoy her coffee and cursey words on Tuesday mornings and her Friday night lives. And I listen to her podcast on YouTube also because I am a huge YouTube consumer and I'd say wannabe content creator, but I'm here creating content, so I'm not wannabeing, I am being. And it then I just really enjoy her personality, I can't speak much to her chat because I love watching live streams, but frequently I'm doing something else, so I'm not always engaged in the chats for the live streams. But it seems like she's just got a great, I don't know, the law nerds are, she just has a nice, cordial group that comes and hangs out with her, which is really amazing. I did not. Oh, I'm getting distracted by sounds outside, thinking that they're inside, and them worrying that you're going to hear that on the recording. But mostly, I know that's not true. It was just me being distracted by noises. Um, and I did not spend 12 hours a day with. Sorry, the one. I know there's lots of law tubers out there. I couldn't include everybody because I don't know everybody. And sorry to Nick Ricada over at Ricada Law that your logo missed making it onto my thumbnail. I made that thumbnail 3 times. I spent more time making that thumbnail than I've ever spent on a single thumbnail ever. So yeah, sorry Racket. But he also does a lot of live streaming. I don't know what his following was like before the Rittenhouse trial, but that seemed to just like blow him up. And it was the first time I saw these not great, but large numbers of streaming commentators come together to provide their legal insight during that trial. And I know I can't speak to it. I'm not, not a lawyer, no legal advice, no medical advice. I was going to steal from one of our next guys. We are going to talk about Viva Frei, no election fortification advice. But let's stay tuned. Stay to get back to rackets. So he is great. I mean, definitely more a different type of streaming content, which is one of the things all of these people were all had practiced or still continue to practice the law, but they all have different areas of specialty. It's like medicine where you can be a generalist, you can be an internist, you can see little people, or just work with endocrine problems. So law is very similar in that there's a lot of aspects, and you can choose work with what you enjoy. So Emily's more pop culture, Real Housewives type of stuff. I'm not actually sure if Racket streams on a particular style. I honestly don't know. So if somebody wants to correct me in the downstairs area, I'd greatly appreciate a like, a comment, a subscribe, a dislike. I don't care. Please just get me some engagement so we can continue to grow this channel and I can show up every week and do some sewing and hang out with my friends who, whatever. But Racket streams a lot. I mean, during when he's doing trials, he's on 8 hours a day and then still shows up for his. Basically, it's like a old time late night radio talk show because I think his show starts at like 11 o'clock his time into the wee hours of the morning. So back in the day when late night radio shows were a thing, he reminds me a lot of that style, drinking, crass humor kind of shenanigans. Definitely not for everybody, but it's amusing when I'm in the mood. And wow, I need to slow down because I'm going to blow through this list too quickly. Let's take a minute and talk about the newest amazing growth rising star, Legal Bites, Miss Alita. Holy moly, she has been streaming the Johnny Depp trial since it started and has grown. I think she started the trial at like 47,000 subscribers, and I bet tomorrow she'll be over 140. I swear that lady has gained 100,000 subscribers in a matter of a couple of weeks. Her growth has been days. Yeah, her growth has been seriously exponential and impressive. It it's so crazy. Her impressive amount of growth. But I really enjoy her. She was a civil litigator in DC and California. I don't know her exact area other than being a civil attorney, so that means people didn't generally go to jail for the crimes, they just had money-ish damages, if I understand that correctly, which I might not, so don't take my word on it. But oh, so good. Her commentary's been great. Her insight's been good. The panelists that she has on, because she's doing a similar, she's very rarely by herself for too long on the streams. She has a number of folks who show up, and she's had folks who aren't just lawyers show up. There's a Spidey, who that's his channel, the behavioral arts, and he shows up sometimes to give some commentary and analysis. She's had a nurse practitioner on a couple of times to give some medical context. She's had just fans of Johnny Depp who've been following this debacle for years now on there. Well, the one woman's named The Real Laura B, I think. She's not on YouTube. I think she's just a Sorry while I make grimacing faces. She might just be on Twitter. I don't know. I don't do Twitter. Can only manage so many social medias, and I just don't just can't. Yeah, I just didn't. But her growth has been amazing. I don't know if she generally is a live streamer or whether she's just live streaming this and she does standalone content. I really don't know, but doesn't matter. They're great. And if you want to find out more about or check out their channels, I did link everybody in the description box so that you can check out these creators for yourself if you are so inclined. And one, oh, Loki's turned into a sweet fluff bug, except he's all the way across the other side of the room. Gonna steal my spot and just sit on the blankies. Okay. Loki Luff Muffin in the house. One of Alita's regulars. Actually, let's do a couple of Alita's regulars for the stream. Should we start with the best hype man known to humankind, it feels like? Richard Hogue from Hogue Law. Oh my gosh. He just seems like somebody you just want to sit and hang out and play video games with, which is what some of his other content is. He is a contract lawyer, so he does a lot of business law commentary, particularly in the tech and gaming space. I did actually watch him on a different channel this morning, not talking about video games. I am not a huge video gamer. I just never got into it. But just being a small business person, contract law is interesting. And mergers and acquisitions and all of these things. He has a great way of breaking it down so that a layperson can understand. He's had quite a bit on the Blizzard Activision, about the Destiny and Bungie, about Elon Musk purchasing Twitter. So, for all things contract and business, he has been one of my new go tos. The other guy who's been showing up pretty regularly, going back and forth between Alita and Nick Ricciuta, is Kurt from Uncivil Law. Oh my gosh. He's also his I think he currently works as a patent lawyer. So that's when you come up with a new idea for a product and that's a new idea for something and you don't want anybody else to do it, you file a patent. So he does that type of work. And he's also interested in appellate law. So I think I don't know, he just needs a change in his world, he's been saying. So he's trying to shift gears now that he's become a Texan and is no longer in Virginia. But he does some um pop culture current event stuff. I did just see he's going into this whole thing talking about some of the drama channel lawsuits, particularly what's her face, KJ from Without a Crystal Ball, and her kind of ongoing revolving door of defamation lawsuits with different people. He's been covering that. He has talked about, the Sherry Patini case, who was a woman who lived not terribly far from where we are, who staged her own kidnapping. Yeah, it was a weird one. It was from a couple of years ago. He has a great case breakdown, or a great breakdown of that debacle and different things. The one thing that I just wish, I have a day job as a professional and I don't give advice. But people, can you please just stop trying to give Kurt unsolicited medical advice? He doesn't give legal advice. He didn't ask for you to comment on how red his skin is doing or blah 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 blah. Just leave him alone. Okay, off my soapbox about that because he's just so adorable. Just want people to be nice and just get off his back for things because it bugs me. And yeah, he frequently goes live. What I think is interesting about the way he creates content is that frequently he will do a live stream, private it, and then pull out chunks for standalone videos, which is blah 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 blah. I think that's an interesting way because then you can get the engagement with the live chat and how that feels, and then also not get bored making standalone content. So that's something I'm considering because I just because I am. And let's see here, who's next on the list? Oh, so every okay, we did Emily, we did Rackets. The one these next two I'm gonna put in my love to hate and hate to love category. First up, let's go with Joe from Good Logic. I don't know. He is so funny. So it doesn't even make sense that one of the first things that pops into my head is him vaping on stream all the time, making his wife drive him places, and thinking that 7-Eleven coffee is the shit. Like, it is shit, not the shit. But he has to go and get his 7-Eleven coffee, which just makes me laugh. And I mean, he's in New York, New Jersey. Don't they have Tim Hortons there? Like, if you're gonna go get coffee, just go to Timmy Ho's. Don't why 7-Eleven? I don't know. I have in every once in a while when I popped in on a live stream chat, picked on him about his 7-Eleven coffee and joked around with some other folks in the chat. So that's highly amusing. I was going to put hooks and eyes, but I can't find my little thing of hooks and bars. So let's get on to this other project. So before we carry on, I think I showed this last week, this beautiful polyester flower schmata top. I'm just um sewing on the bias binding. Excuse me, how it yeah, so bias binding. So Joe, yep. He was very fortunate because of his proximity to New York City. He did I think every day he was okay. Don't lose that piece from my sewing machine over there. Note to self. He actually was able to sit in and give daily recaps from the Ghislaine Maxwell trial because that was held in federal court. So that means no camera in the courtroom, but you could go and listen and take pen and paper notes, which he did. So he spent a lot of time doing that trial, which was great he because of his location, he was actually the only person I think who could have made that content with the good legal analysis. Because yes, there was lots of reporting on it, but a reporter isn't necessarily, excuse me, well, most reporters aren't lawyers, so can't give the legal analysis and breakdown of things that actually were happening. So that was one of his big trials. I know I think he's so, everybody's so sweet to Alita and her growth, but I think he feels a little like, where's him and Kurt both? They're like, when's my turn to just like pop off and be amazing? Because Alita passed 100,000. She's probably going to be at 200,000 by the time the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial is over. Um, Emily's over 100,000. Rakita's over 100,000. I think one of the next guys on the list, Viva Barnes, is over 100,000. I've seen his play button. Barnes is not. He does have a YouTube channel, but it's only got 20,000 people. He usually just streams with Viva and is mostly on locals. But we'll get to them. Is there anything else? So Joe's also funny. I mean, they're all funny, but he is an Orthodox Jew and basically wears this New York City police cap as his yarmulke, which is pretty funny. But he also does a streams daily at, I think it's 11 o'clock his time. I just know when things are on at my time, 7 p.m. on the Best Coast every day Friday, because he wouldn't be a good Orthodox Jew if he streamed on Shabbos. If you want to see something hysterically funny and Joe trying to dox himself, you should check out the Purim stream. He's a blue genie. Just go check it out. I should have linked that video in particular instead of just his channel. But oh my gosh, one super drunk Orthodox Jew. It was pretty funny. That was a good stream. I don't always, yeah, I've got to be in the mood to watch Joe. I prefer him better when he isn't by himself, but that's just a me thing. Everybody, you can like who you like and who you want. Um, so we talked about Joe. And one of the other guys I love to hate but hate to love is Andrew from Legal Mindset. I think with him, I maybe it's because I've got chesticles that I don't completely understand all of this alpha male manosphere stuff. I think that's what it is. So take with that as you will. But he is I don't even know what kind of law he does. He's originally from Miami, where he's been streaming from this week, and he property stuff. He knows a lot about the special the special development districts in Florida, including the Reedy Creek Development Project, where that basically Disney owns, and how they have been managing their properties and such. So he's actually worked in, what was it, in Celebration or one of the other locations. Oh, we should pause. I haven't shouted out HTLT Stuffs, the best protein powder ever. Go check out my affiliate link in the downstairs area and get some of the best protein powder. Help me make some money so that I can get the new Lucky Charms inspired flavored one. Yeah, I I want to try all of the new flavors. The cookies and cream looks so good. So yeah, help me get some more HTLT protein powder by clicking the link in the below. Oh, knew there was a cat and I get distracted. So Andrew, I like his live streams generally, but they are hard for me. His timing generally is odd because most of the time is in South Korea, and he streams at either 6 o'clock in the morning my time or 5 o'clock, 4:35 when sometimes I'm watching other streams. So, but yeah, what else can I say about Andrew? I don't know. I'm getting lost. Let's see here. And then I got 3 guys left on the list. We'll do Nate the Lawyer next. Another interesting character who, what did I hear? Actually was a police officer in New York City before he went to law school. So he has some interesting insight. I see him do a lot of pop culture commentary as well. He's been on a lot of the Ricada's stream and Alita's for the Johnny Depp Amber Heard stuff. So and yeah, pop culture. You talk about other stuff. Yeah, go check out everybody. The last 2 chaps, we'll just talk about them together. The one, the only, Viva Barnes, law.locals.com. I mean Viva Fry, and Robert Burns, or actually it's David Freiheimer. Friedenher? I don't know Viva's full name. I know his first real name is David, but oh, Robert Barnes, not Robert Burns. Sorry, Barnesy. Barnes is I think mostly a federal prosecutor, has argued, I think, in front of the Supreme Court. So he's kind of smart, and yeah, he is one of those guys who also don't always agree with, but I think that if you talk rationally, I wouldn't mind like having a martini with him, because I don't think you could have like a cheap beer with Barnes. You'd have to have like a classy drink while he smokes his cigar, because he's usually slipping, slipping on gin and juice. No, sipping on bourbon and pretending to smoke a cigar on the shows. So, and yeah, so very smart, pacifist, not right, not left, just I don't know. Barnes is just Barnes. I don't know what to say about. And Viva Fry, the fro man himself, former was he a litigant? I don't know what type of law Viva practiced, but he as if the group isn't diverse enough, he born and raised in Canada and in Quebec to be specific. So not only is he multilingual, but he gives us the Canadian version of things, which is not always the same as this country's, because they're in Canada. He live streamed the Ottawa trucker convoy. He's been there the past couple of days for forget what they branded the new thing going on in Ottawa. So he streams daily, and then he does twice a week, Sundays and generally Wednesdays. He's got his show that he does with Barnes, and Wednesdays they usually have a guest or two, and just kind of talk about whatever. They're yeah, they have a broad range of topics they cover. But all of those folks, they're just they hype each other up. Rick Hada's like, if you don't want my version of commentary, go check out Alita, go check out Emily, go check out Joe. They're so, like Alita says, a rising tide lifts all ships. So am I trying to do a little clout chasing and talk about all of these amazing people who I enjoy watching their content from? Yes. Absolutely 100% I am. Am I upset about that? No, not at all. I want their ships to help lift. I want the sea to help lift up my little ship too. I'm excited to have two people in the chat and have some more engaging commentary. I'll be super excited when I can get my 10th subscriber on my way to 1,000. If you want to help support this channel, click my links, go check out my Rumble, go check out my locals page, and until next time, don't wait until tomorrow when you can be fabulous today. And if you haven't laughed at yourself, if you can't laugh at yourself, you shouldn't be laughing at anybody else.